Hey everyone, this is Kayla Hickman, and today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to draw bubbles. And most of you are probably thinking bubbles are a little scary to draw because they're clear, but honestly, if you look at them, they're just made up of colors and highlights, and I'm going to give you some tips on how to get started. So the picture that I was using in this video was by Kind and Curious on Upsplash, and I'm just using it as a reference photo to draw my bubbles. So right now I'm drawing on a gray background, but at the end I'm going to put a black background behind it because I just really love the way the black background makes the bubbles pop. But you can really use any background, any color background that you like. So I used a feature on Procreate where you can make the circles perfect, but you can use, if you're drawing on paper and using pencil, then use cups, bowls, any circular shape, and you could make the circles a perfect circle. Or if you would like to take a go at trying to draw them perfect without any tools, give it a shot. It just does take more time. And you want your bubbles to look perfect for them to look like bubbles. So, so the first thing I just wanted to kind of touch base on, I'm using the reference photo, and bubbles are made up of like very random colors. So as you can see in the video, I'm just randomly putting colors around the circles, like mainly in the outline curve of the bubble shape. And as I do the rest of the video, you'll see me add in the colors to the other bubbles, and I'm really just kind of looking at my reference photo to get the colors that I think looks best, that I like. But really, I mean, you can use any colors that you want really for bubbles. And I just kind of added 2 to 3, sometimes 4 colors per bubble. And I kind of started out with just like a basic kind of outline around the bubble, and I sort of blended it in towards the middle. And you can see it's kind of random, and I left some space in between some of the marks. And I mean, really, bubbles are so simple to draw. You really can't make a mistake or go wrong with it if you just add some color randomly in that circular motion around the outside, following the circular curve of the circle, and then making sure to add a highlight at the end really makes them pop. As you can see in that first bubble I did over to the right, after I added those colors kind of randomly, I did like 4 different colors that I liked. I added a highlight on the top, and I added some white highlights at the bottom and a few kind of random in the middle and on the side. And then last I kind of added a white highlight following the curve of the top and the bottom of the bubble. And you can do that on all the bubbles, and it just really finishes them off, makes them look like bubbles, and they end up looking pretty cool. So here I'm just kind of, you can do as many bubbles as you like, however many you want your composition, however you want your composition to go. I did, 2 single ones and then 2 overlapping. And I think I might turn this into some clip art. But the main thing is just always go back to your reference photo and look at how a real bubble would look, and that's really how I referenced to draw my realistic looking bubbles in my photo. Was I looked at this picture and I saw, where are those white highlights on this bubble in the picture, and I kind of, how big are they and where are they at, and then I brought my, that white back into where I wanted it on the bubble. So I basically started out with, when I drew this, I started out with a white, just a white pencil line on my color, and I just used a very thin line. In Procreate, I used just the HB pencil, a white pencil, and I did a really thin line to kind of outline my bubbles and where I wanted to go. I got my composition how I wanted them and how I wanted it laid out. And then I used a pencil or a brush from the drawing section on Procreate, and I just picked one I liked. Then I picked out my color palette, 4 or 5 colors that I wanted my bubbles, 4 or 5 colors that I wanted my bubbles to be. And then I just started coloring in. Then I added the white highlights with that same drawing brush. And at the end, I changed that to a black background. And this is what it looked like in the end. Here's a picture of it. So thank you so much for drawing with me today. For more drawing and painting videos and tutorials, please visit my channel and subscribe. Happy drawing!